We're spending a week living with the Hyundai Palisade. This one is the Calligraphy. It's finished in this cool kind of maroon color. It's Hyundai's premium full-size SUV. Quick look at the exterior. Keyless entry, press that button. The interior is pretty cool. This cream color contrast on the exterior. A lot of quilted leather. Full digital cluster there. Our infotainment screen. And then this is the transmission selector. It's all buttons: park, reverse, neutral, drive. We have heated seats, heated steering wheel, and cooled for the front. Auto hold. It's really interesting how it's got just a panel of buttons here. So a different layout, but underneath, it means we have storage. So that's a big storage bin underneath there. Our cup holders, more storage here. There's a wireless charging pad there. You push that, opens on its own. We have drive modes: Comfort, Eco, Snow, Smart, and Sport with the locking differential, hill descent control, auto stop start, cameras. So 360 and overhead view, and then front cameras. We also have overhead view for front, and then the front corner, so pretty standard. Good set of technology there. Climate. It's a button, so I like having physical buttons. That makes me happy. So many vehicles have gone to just touchscreens everywhere, and it's just like, can I just have a button to turn on my heated seat, not buried in 3 different menus? The materials are pretty cool too. This is wood that you can kind of feel the texture too. It's got these lines running through it. The quilted door inserts. Nice premium looking speaker grills. Palisade lettering on the floor mats. The seats are pretty comfortable too. Nicely bolstered on the side here. And then we've got suede headliner. This is a pretty higher end trim, I believe, the Calligraphy. I was wondering what the arrows on these cup holders were. Watch this. They rotate out of the way. That's so cool. So for larger storage space in the middle, if you don't need the cup holders, and then if you want the back, just press the button. That's really, really cool. It's another wet and rainy day in Illinois, kind of cold out. Check that out. That's one of my favorite features in the new Kia family, Hyundai Genesis family vehicles. It's called blind view monitor. When you turn on your turn signal, you get a live camera feed of your blind spot. This digital cluster is very nice too. Enjoying the heated seats and heated steering wheel as we head out in the Palisade this evening. This thing also has paddle shifters. And we do have highway drive assistant, so we turn on cruise control, we'll set the speed, the following distance. It shows HDA on the heads-up display. You have to keep a hand on the wheel, but it's a pretty good system actually. Just left work and it's amazing. It's not completely dark out already. It got a workout in. We've got the Palisade. You can see this paint really nicely, the color under the lighting in the parking lot. It's a little dirty. This is called Sierra Burgundy. It's actually pretty cool. And these are the 20-inch wheels that are special to the Calligraphy. It's a really crazy design. It's very kind of geometric. There's a lot of surface area covered by the wheel spokes itself. But that is special to the Palisade Calligraphy. We've got, they call this like a side garnish, which reminds me of like a salad or something. And then coming around back, we've got LED taillights. The Palisade only has exhaust tips on one side, so that always bugs me a little bit, especially on premium cars when it's asymmetric. But again, that's just personal preference. The Palisade lettering back here. And then if we come around, let's hop inside. Let's see if I can get the startup sequence. Oh, didn't show it. There's some other startup sequence and I'll try to capture. Quilted leather on the door panels there with some, you can see some of the ambient lighting. That's already starting up. So this is the upgraded infotainment screen. I believe it's 10.25 inches, and it only has wired CarPlay, which is confusing. It's confusing because the base screen, from the research that I could tell, has wireless CarPlay, but the upgraded screen doesn't. And I think the reason is the base screen got a more recent update, which brought out the newer technology of wireless CarPlay, whereas this is still carryover from just a little bit previous generation, because it was the upgraded screen. So it doesn't have wireless CarPlay, it has wired CarPlay. Not just nitpicking, but that's something that I found out. It does have a wireless charging pad down here in the middle. The Palisade Calligraphy is the top tier trim of the Palisade lineup. It's all-wheel drive as standard. They all have a 3.8 liter naturally aspirated V6 that makes 291 horsepower or 262 pound-feet of torque. I got it right. 291 horsepower and 262 pound-feet of torque, naturally aspirated, paired to an 8-speed automatic, front-wheel drive as base. All-wheel drive is standard on the Palisade Calligraphy. This is a sister platform vehicle to the Kia Telluride, which I'm pretty sure has the exact same powertrain, like similar options. It feels pretty similar. So I spent some time with the Kia Telluride Nightfall Edition, and that actually cost more than this Palisade Calligraphy. I'm a little confused as to differentiation between the two of them right now, so maybe it'll make more sense that I spend a little bit more time driving the Palisade. With that, my home is empty right now because I've been traveling so much and my fridge has no food in it, so I gotta make a quick run to Costco, grab some food for dinner, head home, and I got a lot of work tonight to do, taxes and editing. But continuing to live with the Palisade Calligraphy. The headliner is really nice. It's like this micro suede headliner. It's very nice. This is now me just touching the headliner. We have a panel of buttons here on the left that allow us to raise and lower the second and third row. So third row, I want to go down. It's a 60-40 split for the second row. And this one has the captain's chairs optioned in. You can actually see the quilted leather from back here. So plenty of storage space. Flat load floor back here. Put the camera bag in here too. I also saw this called out on the website for the Calligraphy, that it has like a premium sill plate for the trunk. I mean, it's nice. It protects it from scratches and damage there. There's the cargo space of the Hyundai Palisade. 3-row SUV, so plenty of space back here. Looks like there's a USB charging port on both sides, and also more buttons for controlling the seats. You can put down the second row seat just for demonstration purposes. One touch, and it's down. So when you first get in and close the door without turning the car on, here's the welcome animation. It fades into it wasn't in focus. I have to do it again now. Oh my god. There's the regular startup sequence. This looks almost identical to the Kia startup sequence, because again, they're the same family vehicle, and it's just a reskin version of the same software. Ready for this? That's pretty cool. Materials are pretty nice. We've got a perforated leather steering wheel here. Again, that quilted leather. I am a sucker for quilted leather. I do like the wood trim too. And this is a soft touch squishy black material up here. And then the ambient lighting. So this Calligraphy pretty much has all the options. It's also pretty well rated for the government crash safety ratings. Again, that 3.8 V6, 8-speed automatic, all-wheel drive. Base ones are front-wheel drive. This one is Sierra Burgundy over light beige interior. It's got things like the Harman Kardon sound system, the upgraded screens, all sorts of parking assist, the cameras, overhead view. We've got lane keeping. We've got the heads-up display. We've got the blind view monitor that I was showing. It has the full suite of everything because it is the upper tier model. Here's where I'm a little confused, because the Kia Telluride Nightfall Edition that I spent a week with was $51,000. And I always thought that Hyundai was a step above Kia because they're sister cars, they're related, and the Hyundai was be a little more premium, a little more luxurious, more expensive. The materials are nicer here. We've got fancier like Napa leather and the cross stitching and things like that. The wood definitely feels a little more premium and luxurious, whereas the Kia maybe is a little more youthful feeling. I think the Palisade is probably for like more maybe mature people, the adults, and yeah, the Kia is more for the younger people. I'm not exactly sure the lineup. They're both really good, really quiet. They drive nicely. They feel similar. I personally think the Telluride looks a little bit cooler. Not saying the Palisade doesn't, but that's just personal preference there. We've got sounds of nature playing. It's a rainstorm. And here's the ambient light settings. They've got some pretty creative names. So here's the purple, lightning violet. Here's orchid green, freesia yellow, sunrise red, aurora purple. I can do a custom color too, so we can set whichever custom color we want. Full color wheel. So that's pretty impressive. That's pretty much any color on the rainbow that I possibly would want. Here's some sort of pink. So that's more impressive than some luxury cars that still restrict you to like 4 or 5 preset settings. back home now. I gotta run home, make dinner, get some more work done. Wrapping up my thoughts with the Hyundai Palisade. It's really impressive. I really understand why the Kia Telluride and the Palisade, the two sibling three-row SUVs, have been so popular. They do everything really, really well. That being said, the Palisade's about to get refreshed. They were teasing the 2023, so mild exterior updates. Who knows what else they're going to change under the hood or inside with some new tech, but it's getting a mid-cycle update. I think the Telluride will probably follow, but I know the Palisade is for sure. By the time this video goes live, it may have already been updated, so we'll see what they change. But I'm impressed with the Palisade Calligraphy all-wheel drive for just under $50,000. This is a very, very well-equipped SUV. It's comfortable, it's spacious, really nice materials. The design is premium. Get some special touches on the calligraphy, and the tech is also really impressive. It has pretty much all the safety and convenience features that you can think of that you would want, except for wireless CarPlay, but that's nitpicking. It has wired CarPlay, which is totally fine. Totally fine. With that, we'll conclude this vlog living with the Hyundai Palisade Calligraphy all-wheel drive. Hope you guys enjoyed watching.